Hey guys, quick PSA before the podcast starts. This week we got Anthony's friend Cal on, but turns out his mic was not turned on for 5.5 minutes. After 5.5 minutes, we realized it and turned it on. So if it sounds like he's just kind of in the background for a while, that's just because I'm bad at things. So I think we just talk about Captain Crunch anyway, so it's like, it's all good.
Welcome, everybody. This is the P-Funk and Fro Show. I'm Anthony Gorman, and with me, as always,
Awesome Flume.
And we have another special guest. We're just like banging them out here.
Can't even keep track of
Every week
all.
we have new guests, no repeats.
There's so many
Wonderful.
guests.
The past, month?
It's been like a month and a half, maybe.
Yeah, so...
We got that new calendar.
Oh, that's right. That's probably what's doing it, because we can schedule, which is, I scheduled the guest we have here like 3 weeks out, or how long ago? So anyways, this is Cal. Cal and I used to work together back in the day.
Welcome,
yeah,
Cal.
Cal. Welcome, Cal.
Welcome to my home.
Yeah, welcome to the studio basement.
Yes, the studio basement.
Which is kind of cool, though, because it actually kind of, I think the acoustics are better than it would be in, your living room upstairs.
Yeah.
It's hardwood floor.
Yeah, basements are definitely, the best, or attics for acoustics and stuff. Basements and attics.
Yeah.
Wherever you can hole up and ignore the world, basically.
Mm-hmm, exactly. So, Cal, you are... brave coming on the show, because is this your first podcast?
It is.
I think it's most people's first podcast.
Do you listen to podcasts at all?
Rarely, but
You have? Yeah. So, like a long time ago, or how'd you get into it? Just because someone said something?
really, it just depends on if I'm looking up a topic or something, and
Okay.
I just might come across one on
Yeah.
YouTube or something. Just start watching.
Oh, yeah, that's true. So you watch, ones with, videos?
Yeah.
We kind of dabbled in that, but, I mean, if you're not doing it, almost semi full time, it's a lot of work to do video.
It really is, yeah.
And then when we did it live, we talked about it before, but doing it live is even crazier.
It's very strenuous.
Yeah, just because the brain starts cooking. Oh no, there's no more. You have to input another filter on top of your other filter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I can't censor it out. So if you say something
Right.
anti-Semitic,
Yeah, exactly.
it's there. You can't take it out.
Start raging against someone at work,
Yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah, you don't want that.
But yeah. So Cal, you can say whatever you want. We can still edit it out.
Cool.
Double wink, 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 wink. Out. He's not gonna edit anything out.
Nope.
But,
Nope. That's what Sarah said. She's always like, you always say you're going to edit it out, but you never do.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's because usually conversation just starts flowing anyways.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, during our sound check, we were talking about cereal, and we started getting, we could sense it was getting into a heated debate.
Yeah, it was.
And I started rattling off. I think my favorite of all time is Fruity Pebbles. And
Cal
that's
did not agree with this.
Yeah, Cal did not agree with it because,
Disgusting.
yeah. But what do you call it? Little soggy things? Fake little...
Those fake little colored nasties.
Yeah.
Fake little colored nasties.
Right. So I
Those
have
are hefty
a technique.
accusations.
I think with everything, I have a technique. Not everything.
You need a
but-
technique to eat cereal?
Yeah, I did with Fruity Pebbles. For
There's
some reason.
3 elements in the cereal.
Yeah, well, I would it got down to kind of a science, not really, but kind of. So I would overfill the bowl. So I'd put a healthy amount of milk in. Then I would overfill it where it's a little mountain of Fruity Pebbles on top.
Okay.
Then I would
Wait,
put
did you put the milk in first?
Yes.
What? What?
Yeah.
Why you gotta do... Okay, continue.
I think so.
I'm gonna let you
Now
finish.
now that you asked me that,
The Fruity Pebbles are splashing everywhere when you pour them in? That doesn't
yeah,
make
maybe I
sense.
didn't. Maybe I can't remember that part. But I mean, the amount of Fruity Pebbles would be so high that I couldn't see the milk. I guess is what I'm kind of getting at.
Okay.
But so
God.
then I would put my hand on one side, and then I would of the bowl with the Fruity Pebbles.
The outside of the bowl.
Yeah, so they wouldn't spill out as I crunched them on the other side. So I would make them even smaller.
Yeah.
No, that's not the... If I got a bigger bowl...
I don't understand, man.
If I had a bigger
don't
bowl,
know what
then
you-
I would just put more in and do the exact same thing.
Wait,
So
wait,
I would
okay.
have way more than what should be
so
in
you
the
had a
milk.
problem.
Exactly. No, yeah. I mean,
Yes,
it was a
it
problem.
sounds like you had an issue.
And then I would crunch it down with a big spoon on the other side. So it would basically crunch the little Fruity Pebbles into even smaller little pebbles.
So what do you call something smaller than a pebble?
Grain.
A fragment?
A grain of fruit.
Fruity grains.
Fruity grains.
That's it. That's it.
That's good.
Why did
Okay,
you? What were the
so I made it-
positives of this?
So it would basically make the milk a super saturated sugar solution, which I actually got right the first time on air. So that's awesome.
You did.
But yeah. So then the milk would just be super sugary, and then it would just be a pulp of sugary. Yeah, it sounds disgusting.
You sound like a heroin addict.
right. But but I guess my other notable favorites would be Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Captain Crunch, the original Captain Crunch,
Just like cereals, they rhyme.
and Cookie Crisp.
Cookie Crisp are delicious.
Yeah. Now, Cal, what do you?
Okay, all right, yeah.
One out of 4.
So here's your chance to rebuttal, because
Okay.
before the podcast started, you had some strong opinions on Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're just not even talking about that. That's
So what do you like?
my number. I don't know. It's probably a tie. Captain Crunch is okay, but I like the Kroger's brand. It's called Crisp Crunch.
Okay.
So
Does it come in that bag?
now it does, but it used to come in a box.
Okay.
You know,
With like the generic Captain?
yeah.
Or...
Well,
I remember
I don't remember what was on the box.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
So what is the difference of flavors with the store brand and generic
I
Captain
mean,
Crunch?
they're
Yeah,
pretty
'cause-
much the same flavor.
Yeah.
I just like the flavor of the Kroger's kind better. It's like sweeter and
Really?
it's softer.
That's what I was going to ask you.
So
'cause-
Captain Crunch will fuck up your gums.
Yeah, oh,
but
yeah.
You put a mouthful in and you're just like, oh, you start
Right.
bleeding.
Now, would you eat it like plain without milk, like a snack?
No.
Never? So that's when it would hurt my mouth, the regular Captain Crunch, and I do understand that. Oh, man.
And you try to let it get soggy, but you ain't got a half an hour to let
Right,
the fucking
right,
shit in the
that's
damn
true.
milk. Like, what the
He's right.
That is true.
He's
that is
exactly
true.
right. You see, this is my problem. Even if I did use milk with Captain Crunch, it would razor blade my mouth.
I know what you're talking about. They are softer, so they're way easier to eat.
Yes.
The
Wow,
Kroger brand?
Yeah.
Do you remember what they're called? What are they called again?
Crisp Crunch.
Crisp.
So they have the Crisp Crunch with berries.
That's right.
And that was the Captain Crunch.
That was-
But then they had Crisp Crunch with just the little
Yeah.
corn things without the berries.
Yeah, the weird little yellow
So
things.
depending on my mood, but they don't sell them without the berries anymore.
Oh,
Really?
my
I'm
God.
upset about that.
Yeah, that is upsetting.
Yeah, I think you can get just all the
upsetting.
crunch berries all the time now. I don't.
No, but I
It's
don't want
called-
the berry. I want the
He only wants the orange.
yes.
thing.
No,
Oh.
the you call them orange. They look yellow to me.
Yeah. Well, they're
You
oranges.
see,
Yeah.
That's interesting to me because those are always the things that I eat around in Captain Crunch. I always go straight for the berries. So the
It's
thing
too
you're talking
much.
about.
It's too much sometimes. There's too much sugar and colors.
Yeah,
I
that's
agree.
true.
I
Yeah.
agree. You're talking about the oops all berries is what you're
Right,
talking
I
about.
have had that, and that
That's
is
what
a
those
bit
are called.
much.
Yeah.
It's because you start missing the captain.
You just talked about creating.
It's like a marriage, right? You gotta
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. You got to have the melody.
Go together.
That's true. I respect that. My favorite cereal is
Yeah.
actually discontinued in the United States. So every once in a while, I have to import it from other countries.
Okay.
It's Oreo O's.
Oreo O's.
I don't know if you guys remember Oreo O's. You probably weren't children at the same time that I was.
No,
I was a child. But basically,
I
it's
kind of remember. They're like
imagine
Cheerios.
Imagine
Okay.
Cheerios, except those are made of Oreos, and they got little marshmallows in them. Too.
Yeah. I think I've had those, but it tasted like an off flavor of just the cookie.
Wouldn't-
Like you don't
wouldn't
get
work
like
for
the
me
cream
because
part.
I don't like Oreos.
You don't
Oh, you
like
don't?
you don't like Oreos?
No.
Oh, okay.
Really?
What's
Interesting.
Your, well, then what's your favorite?
I can
cookie?
deal with the outside Oreo. The
You know
cream
what?
is disgusting. It's,
You know what?
You don't like
I
it?
don't go to no.
Oh, okay.
I do
I
respect
can
that
kinda
because
see
yeah,
that,
the
yeah.
cream. I think they have to spell it with like CREME on the bag because it's
just
not
sugar
actually
paste.
cream.
Because it's just sugar paste, right?
Yeah, it's something like that. Yeah, I've heard that before though. People that just eat the chocolate part.
I'm like,
Oh,
who
interesting.
cracks open the cookie and eats that? That's disgusting.
Yeah. I never did that.
I totally didn't do that last
Awesome.
week. They had Oreos in the office. They were the minty kind.
Oh yeah, I
recently.
remember. I saw you eat.
I actually did that technique.
I don't like
on
mint
the
either.
minty. You don't like mint? Like mint anything?
period.
Peppermint?
Nope.
Spearmint.
I like peppermints.
Okay, gotcha. That's different.
Spearmint's my thing. Yeah,
Spearmint's good,
peppermint's
too.
alright.
All right. Voice off in the comments below if y'all like mints.
Yeah, what's going on? Yeah.
Well,
So wait.
no dinner mints, no chocolate mints, no nothing.
Dude, I ate a York peppermint patty on the way here.
Yeah, I can't do that. York peppermint patty,
I've
no.
never-
Dinner
Wow.
mints, I think I got sick when I was a kid because I ate like a ton because they just keep melting in your mouth. And you're like, whoa, what is this
What is it
magical
doing?
candy?
Dinner mints?
And then you just keep eating it. Have you had
a
one?
little soft dissolved little.
They're like
colors.
pastel
Yeah.
colors.
That's what those are called?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never knew it. My grandpa just always had those.
Oh my.
I
In his
never
pocket,
actually.
like,
yeah.
here you go.
They're in like a ball because they all melt together.
Yeah, and one of those butterscotch things.
Yeah.
The frigging
Yes,
Werther's
they have
originals.
the. Oh, I thought you were talking about the yellow dinner mints.
Oh,
Those are even
Oh,
nastier.
I've
They're
seen
like
those too.
buttery. Ugh.
buttery blood.
Trying to be dessert and a candy at the same time. You can't do that.
I think they succeed. You know, I always have this cognitive dissonance when I eat them though, because I'm like, and it's not a crunch,
Yeah.
but it's also not soft.
Are you talking about Dinnermans?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's both.
Yeah. It's a
And
weird. Yeah. It's like a magical
It makes
candy
my
that makes
teeth
you sick.
feel weird.
Yeah.
It,
I don't-
does. It plays tricks on your brain. 'Cause you're like biting it, expected to like crunch and break up, but it dissolves instead.
It's so fast.
Yeah,
Kind of like candy cigarettes. Do you guys
Exactly.
ever had that?
Mm-hmm.
Those were. Oh
I
man,
think those
I got
were
addicted to
discontinued
those.
before I was.
Oh, that's right. I remember. Yeah,
Still
some-
got 'em.
Yes.
Really?
You can
Yeah.
get them online.
No, not even. You get them at the store.
Where
Yeah,
you-
but
where-
it's more of like the quickie marts, not like UDO.
Yeah.
Not like the,
Really?
Yeah, it's the people that don't really care morally to try to get kids hooked to cigarettes. Because even the tips were like red.
Welcome to the Quickie Mart.
Yeah, welcome. Here's your cigarettes.
I didn't even know it was a moral thing. I thought it was government mandated.
I don't think it's because you can buy them on Amazon. I think I think it's just
Yeah,
frowned upon.
Okay.
Like like parents probably won't like it.
No, yeah.
But
Oh, that's
yeah,
interesting.
They were
I don't-
nasty anyway. Really.
I liked it.
They were
They were
just
just
weird.
pure powdered sugar.
Yeah,
what
it's
a-
just weird.
It was
explain
like-
them.
So they were like pressed powdered sugar. So you know powdered sugar, how it's like really fine.
Yes.
So imagine powdered sugar compressed into like a cylinder that's like a cigarette.
It's not
and
even
so
the
you
right
could-
size. It's like extra skinny.
Ew.
Yeah, they're like
Weird.
as thin as like a pixie stick.
Pretzel.
Or yeah, a
Mm,
pretzel,
pretzel
stick.
stick, yeah.
Perfect.
What, that thin?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but then at the end would have
So it's a
little
pixie
red
stick
dot.
that you can eat, basically.
well, it's about that thin. But
That-
at the end, yeah, like Cal said, there was a red dot on the end, like a dye. So it actually wasn't even like pretending not to be a cigarette, but kind of was.
I just thought about that. I thought back then that the red dot was to like show kids it was fake. And now I'm thinking about it right now. I'm like, that's supposed to be the light.
The lit,
Yeah.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
But they also had the bubblegum candy cigarettes. Do you remember that? So it was a
You
stick.
just shove the whole thing in your mouth
No,
or
no.
something?
So this was even worse. So it was a cylinder again, like a little bit thicker than a pretzel stick,
Okay.
and it was gum in a form of a long pretzel stick type form,
Form.
and then around it was like a wax paper, and then
Okay.
in between the wax paper and the gum stick was this powder, and you could literally blow through it, and it would just go. Pff, like a puff would come out, only one time puff. So not only did you were like
no puff
No,
pass,
no,
just puff.
no, just puff and
Throw
chew.
away.
It was puff chew.
That's it.
Puff
I
chew,
was
puff
gonna
chew,
say
puff
that.
chew.
Yep, that's it.
So it was even worse. So it was like really mimicking what was going on, and then obviously it was like brightly colored, but still looked like a pack of cigarettes in the box. But yeah.
Huh.
But anyway,
Curious.
shifting gears. So
Shifting
I wanted to
gears.
talk about something. Cal and I hung out with his lady friend,
Okay.
a while ago.
A while ago.
Bockfest. So I met up with them around noon.
What is Bockfest?
So Bockfest is like a what is it? What would you call it? German. It's the type of beer. It's
Just,
like a dark sweet beer.
Do you listen to symphonic music the whole time, or is it?
No, it's,
So it's not BACH.
It's German, right? Yeah,
it's
yeah.
German.
Because everybody's like dressed. Yeah, and they have like sausages here and there.
Okay,
But
so this is just another one of those things that Cincinnati has.
yeah, well,
a very
Cincinnati's-
Cincinnati thing. Okay.
Yeah, huge heritage with German.
Gotcha.
Yeah, culture in
Okay.
Cincinnati. So this is like the first festival since I've moved down here. And so I met up with them at Bockfest, and that was my first time at Bockfest, and it was in this big hall. But I was hanging out with them, but I was actually fast-forwarding until after the fact. We all went back to my apartment, and we played basketball for, what, an hour and a half?
Yeah.
It was, like, straight. It was, like, all three of us, and then
What?
just Cal and I. And
Hold
we were
on.
playing horse, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. I have a quick question.
Okay.
When you say basketball, you mean that basketball hoop
I'm
that's
sorry.
taped to your door?
My apartment is...
You don't have a basketball
My
court.
apartment does have 20-foot ceilings, but I do not have a basketball court.
You
Okay, I
played
guess-
poof basketball
Yeah.
for
Okay.
an hour
and a half.
And a
It
half.
was almost 2 hours, I think. Afterwards, I was like, "Holy
post
shit!"
festival.
Yeah, it was
That
tons
festival
of
must
fun.
have had you psyched.
Tons of fun. I guess I'm trying to like fast forward to get to
That
the
was
next day.
after the guy giving me like quadruple shots of Beeman.
Oh,
Jack
I
and
forgot
Cokes.
about that.
What?
Yeah. So I'm drinking thick beer. Cal goes up because I think everybody's there for beer because it's like a beer festival.
Yeah.
And Cal's he doesn't like beer, right?
All right.
And so he's going up and getting what do you
They had like
rum or
they had tequila, vodka, and I think Jack.
okay.
So I went and bought. They're like first liquor of the day, and they just like.
Oh, you were the first
smiling,
liquor customer.
and yeah, and he just kept on pouring it in, pouring it in.
And it just kept going?
Yeah.
And it didn't stop? He didn't stop him.
then he's like giving me free Skyline tickets.
Was this dude
food?
Was this dude hitting on you?
He might have. I don't know. I couldn't tell. I didn't care.
Were you there with a girl?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
He didn't care.
I thought maybe he just felt like, oh, this is a guy that doesn't like beer. I'm just gonna
Load him up.
load him up. I guess I would do kind of the same thing. But Cal had me take a sip of it, and I was like, holy, like you can see like how clear it is.
Yeah.
But it's hard to tell with ice in it.
Okay.
And then I took a sip of it. I was like, oh my, it was more than half and half.
You tasted the first one. The second one
It was worse.
was only like it was
Just to
like
make
almost
color?
no. He was just gonna fill up the party solo cup, a red one, all the way to the top, and give me a can of Coke.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. She just gave him a can. Now that's
my
a bro
God.
though. That's a cool dude. That's awesome. Because I remember looking over and they were like dead as doornails. At least like the liquor part.
Dear God.
So we were pretty lit, and
Lit.
yeah, we went back to my place and started playing poof
You played
basketball
poof basketball
for nearly 2 hours.
for 1.5
I don't
hours.
like that saying. We'll call it Nerf basketball.
Nerf,
Nerf
basketball.
basketball.
Yeah,
All right.
I would call it like plush basketball.
Throw some branding in there.
Yeah, some Nerf. Sponsor by Nerf.
Please sponsor us.
Please do not use under age 5. So we just started playing horse.
If you're under
and
age
then-
5, use real guns.
What?
Nothing, keep going.
You please use. Okay. So it started getting heated and it was fun. But Cal made this amazing shot to beat me at the very end. But I'm fast forwarding to the end. So
Yeah, I was going to say,
They
where are you
leave.
going with this, Anthony?
I go back out. I did like shitloads of walking that day, like just meeting up with multiple different friends throughout the day.
As per use for a
Groups.
festival, right?
Yeah, which was awesome. The next day, I woke up and my whole right side, like my whole right hip down to my like foot was like sore.
What?
Like just everything. I was
Wait.
like, did I get like I didn't get that crazy where I just fell and didn't realize, that's when you know you have a problem.
only
Yeah.
the
I think-
right side
Yeah, from my hip
I think
down.
you like landed on the wall.
landed on the
Yeah.
wall.
I don't.
Yeah, you did.
I mean, I must have hit. Like
How
I
do
hit
you-
something, but
Yeah, full speed trying
No,
to do
no,
a layup. You like landed on a damn wall.
no, but it was also like my calf area, like everything.
Everything, just all at once.
Because I remember, like, we hit my oven. Like, we all were hitting, like,
Jeez, you were getting
other parts.
rowdy
Yeah.
playing Nerf basketball.
He's just
But-
uncoordinated.
No, shut up. I was hitting some good shots. You're crazy.
You're
So-
bad at games, Anthony.
So I woke up and I was like, why in the hell? And it wasn't like a bruise sore. It was like just muscle, but it was only on one side. And I was like, what
That's
the hell's
so
going on?
strange.
Because I don't bruise easily at all. And I'm coordinated, Cal. So anyways.
That's not what I heard.
and-
Remember that wrestling night?
yeah, so
Oh, shoot.
that was pretty smart of you to bring up because the only way for me to defend that is because I was completely not myself.
In love with
we'll
the
just
world.
say that.
You were
Yeah.
so high
I was
on
so
life.
happy I couldn't wrestle anymore. I was in such a good party mood.
The wrestling night, huh?
Right, yeah.
Okay.
I had liquid courage in me. Let's just say that.
Who were you
I
wrestling?
heard
Cal.
people were telling me,
And I want a rematch when we're
why,
sober.
Why is Anthony? He came to work all black and blue everywhere. Like
I
what
was not,
happened?
wait, first off, Cal, you were the inaccuracies spitting out over here is crazy.
Okay.
So I was in black and blue. I had
I'm just
rug
telling
burns.
you what I heard
Yeah. So I
from
had
other people that
And
saw you
I
at
mean,
work.
I
Yeah.
may have seen Snapchats.
So yeah. So this was my body. So I think I remember.
He can do what he wants with it.
Right.
Is that what you-
Yeah. So the next day after that, now that we're talking about the wrestling event, so I not only wrestled Cal, I wrestled 2 girls at one time. Like not like
And he lost.
yeah, I did.
Wait,
So to
okay.
give you an example of
Hold on,
what
okay.
that night was like, I
Back-
lost to that too.
Yeah, it's a backstory on this
I don't think I
wrestling
won any of those.
excursion. You were hanging out with just a bunch of people, and you just started wrestling.
Yeah, so I like wrestling, and I've been doing it since I was a kid.
And I do too.
Yeah. So when I get liquid courage, then I want to like call people out.
Yeah.
Something. Not really. Really,
Yeah,
it's
he clapped like I want to
Yeah.
wrestle you.
yeah. And people are like, no. But I've always wanted to wrestle Cal because I've beat people I shouldn't have.
You
so
wanted
I
to
was like,
wrestle
maybe I
him?
could beat Cal. Yeah. But
Anthony,
here's
I
the
don't
thing.
know about that.
Wait, no, here's the thing. No. You're just gonna have to trust me. So,
Okay.
so
I trust your agility.
But yeah, of all of like the aggressive arts, I guess you could call it, like on like wrestling would be
MMA,
like
kickboxing.
more
Okay.
like I would do better at that than anything else.
'Cause it's
like
tactical?
striking and kicking. Maybe the kicking part I would do better than average, but On the ground, I'm just more comfortable doing wrestling from a kid on.
Okay.
Wrestling camps, stuff like that. So I knew I could like
Interesting.
do whatever. And I beat people I shouldn't have at like parties, just like drinking and like bigger dude, like security guard at Biggs, things like that.
Security
it's all
guard
in
at
good
Biggs?
fun. Yeah, he's actually Cal's build, honestly, and he's a little taller. And
Really?
I surprised him with a rear naked choke, and I like wrapped my foot.
I thought he said security guard builds. Like security guard people have certain builds. That's what I thought he said.
Oh, no, he was at Biggs. Oh, yeah,
He
sorry.
was built
like,
like
what
a
do you mean?
security
Like
I was at Kohl's, and I was like,
76-year-old retired.
Right.
I was at Kohl's, and I was like, "You're a security guard. You're built like a security guard. We're going now."
We're doing this.
No, that was
Put
like
your cane down. Come here.
No, that was my crowning achievement, just for a little background. So, like, that was in front of a bunch of people, too. So everybody was like, oh, shit. When I got up from that. Okay, now I got to tell the damn wrestling story. So.
Okay. So
I'll run right through
This
it.
started with the basketball story. This is now a tangent.
I'll get back
Cal
to it.
has brought up.
I'll get back to it. And almost will come
I'm very
full circle.
interested in this.
It'll
I am
come
very
full circle
interested
because now I'm old and now my body cannot do the things that it used to do. So I'll get back to that.
That might
So my crown achievement with wrestling was I was at a Biggs party, and there was many witnesses there too.
a Biggs party. You worked at Biggs.
Right, I worked at Biggs.
It was a
It's
party with
big
people that
grocery
worked there.
store. Had like food, non-food, and we always had Biggs parties, kind of like you do back in college, high school.
You're like 20 years old.
Right, everybody talks about work, and everybody at work and just drinks.
Okay.
So we're at a girl's house, and her parents were out of town. We were having a party.
Okay.
And it was a lot of Biggs people there, and even like the security guards that aren't technically supposed to fraternize with the other employees were there, and it was getting crazy.
Is that like a stipulation that the security guards don't?
No, I mean it kind of is frowned upon because they're also kind of like watching us too.
Oh,
like
I
they're
see.
kind of not supposed to be chummy with us,
I see. That makes
or at
sense.
least that's how they acted.
Right.
So, so I kind of like talked to I'm pretty confident
Talk
in my
to big
ground
game.
game, and this Matt guy, I won't say his last name. I'm not. Yeah, he's kind of a private dude, but this Matt guy saw me all cocky, and he was all, and I was running my mouth, and I said something to him, and I was like, I remember being like, I said that, like boom,
Yeah, you remember
him?
feeling the words that you just dished out.
and then I remember I said it, and I turned my back to him and started walking away, and then he took my arms away from me. So he like grabbed my arms and kind of did like a lock in the back.
So he snuck up on you.
Yeah, and I instinctively just put my right foot behind his leg and then dumped my entire body weight backwards. And we both went down. It was like dump. I was like, nope. Boom. And then there was a scramble, and I knew he was he had like shaved head, and he was like they said he looked like Anthrax from the drummer Anthrax,
Or the drummer or the guitar player? Because the guitar player's bald and he has like a goatee.
He's a big, tall, bald white dude.
Yeah.
Okay, and
Yeah,
he's
okay.
like really pale.
Yeah. Yep.
So anyways,
That's hilarious.
I don't really know who he is, but they always called him Anthrax.
All right, dude. I'm gonna look him up for you.
But so anyways, so we were scrambling on the ground real quick, and I remember I was like, I gotta get this dude, or he's gonna throw me in the living room because he was like huge. And so I got a rear naked chokehold. If people don't know what that is at home, just Google it. I swear porn won't come up. Well, if you keep going down.
I don't think you can comfortably promise that.
So if you type in MMA rear naked choke, yeah, okay. So without the beard,
Scott,
he didn't
yeah.
have the beard,
Okay.
but he
That's cool.
looked.
like this dude.
I mean, he was a security guard.
Minus the beard.
Yeah, that's kind of what he looks like. Actually, that's actually a good nickname for him. Anyways, I mean, we're really good friends. But anyways.
But you thrashed him, is what you're saying.
No, I wouldn't say that. It was just like we both fell down. There was a quick scramble, and I instantly realized I was like, "This guy's just gonna like grab my back and just go throw
Just
me in
throw
the room."
you. Yeah.
So I got a rear naked choke on him, and then I wrapped my legs around it because I'm pretty flexible, dude. So I wrapped my legs around his torso. So there's literally, if he stood up, I'm coming with him. If he like starts thrashing around, I'm going with him. And I just made that. I was just like, "We're going for a ride." So I thought he was gonna get up, and I thought he was gonna toss me, but I got the chokehold in so deep that it was too deep.
You got
it was
that
like in
rear
there.
naked choke in so
Yeah,
deep.
and I remember, and I was just like holding it in my dear life, and then holding on, and I felt him like start tapping my head like hard, and I didn't let go because I was like adrenaline, and then I like let go, and I remember exactly, but my legs were wrapped around,
Okay.
and then I remember pacing around the island of the girl's parents' kitchen. and I was just like, oh my god, I just beat Matt. Oh, I said his name. Damn it.
I can legitimately take that out.
All right, so I beat Matt.
Who? My.
They would say that to him too.
We should totally just keep it in there.
So anyway, that's my crowning achievement. I think it's all downhill. Like I've had success since then, but not like that was a disaster.
If you beat, I'd say.
So I've always. Well,
I was just gonna say, if you beat Cal, that would probably be just another.
Another
medallion.
On the record, I don't think I could beat Cal, but I would like to try. Sober.
For those of you at home, Cal looks like a pretty ripped dude. I'm not gonna lie.
So Michael Hodge describes him as a build of a NFL safety, and he's right. That's a good way to describe it.
All right, that's good. All right,
not
cool.
to talk about you in front of yourself.
Would you validate that, Cal?
I guess.
So anyway, so I like a challenge. So that night at a party, I was probably like, "This is my time to get Cal. Everybody's here." So if I do win, like I don't care to lose. It's
People
just,
know if you do it. Yeah.
Because I remember the next day, I was like, "Was I like pissed when I lost?" And they were like, "No, you were having a good time." And then like these two girls play wrestled me. It wasn't. It was just rolling around.
I'm pretty sure he did a rear naked choke on one of them.
Did I? That must be my go-to move. Wait, one of them was your girlfriend at the time, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What the heck?
Oh my god.
Liana.
How did you feel about that?
Yeah, because I remember they told me that, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I wish I would have brought that up. That would have been funny." I forgot all about that.
Hey, remember the time I choked you out? That was fun.
Well, I remember the next day I was like, "Yeah, this is what it was." So I was like, and they were like, "Yeah," and then Cal's girlfriend, you and her friend were like wrestling, and I was like, and then they were like, "Yeah," so I did get her in a real naked choke. And I was like,
because you were losing, you had to do something.
No, I remember.
You probably play wrestling, and then you got aggro because you were losing.
Whenever I wrestle, because this is not the first time wrestling girls. I have a history of that as well. Won't go into that.
Okay,
but
we should
just always play.
One day we should go
wrestling.
into that. Someday.
I could actually talk about that for a long time.
Jesus Christ.
So someone told me like I did that with Cal's girlfriend and her friend, and then I got his girlfriend into like a hold, and I was like, was Cal pissed? Like I just couldn't like remember how hard I went, you know? And they were like, no, Cal was laughing super loud, and I was like, oh my god,
dear God.
So I was like,
he was
okay,
probably
it wasn't
laughing
that
so
bad.
loud because she was destroying you.
That's true. Yeah. No, looking back, I was like, because I remember doing it, but not all the intricate details. But everybody was just watching.
Yeah.
I was calling people out.
Yeah.
Your friend Anthony, or was that
Yeah, Tony.
Friend? Tony.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't call him Tony because I don't like Tony, so I call him Anthony. My name.
Because you don't want to be called Tony.
Right.
You don't like that. I called you Tony once.
It's
pretty
weird. It's like how you know people. Like that's weird to me. If anybody ever called you Tony, it's like that's Anthony.
Yeah.
My friend Tony, like
Yeah.
somebody calls him Anthony is weird. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
That
And,
makes sense.
and I have a cousin Anthony,
Yeah.
but I call him Ant.
Okay.
So like,
So if
Now,
somebody
Hodge
called him
calls
Tony,
me Ant.
Yeah, he does.
And I go by Fro,
yeah,
and then Gorman.
yeah,
So I answered a lot of things.
yeah.
But
I just call him Anthony.
yeah, well, you just call me Anthony.
For anyone wondering.
Yeah. Even though the show is P Funk and Fro Show.
Yes.
But that's because Austin and Anthony kind of just didn't have a ring to it.
No.
The Austin and Anthony Variety Hour.
Yeah, we thought about it, life with Austin and Anthony, but that's another.
But
thing.
anyways, back to the basketball. Back to now. It's
that was a
me
bit of a walk.
being
I'm glad.
older.
I'm glad you brought that up though, because that was.
Yeah, that was.
I never
fun.
thought that was something we would explore on the podcast.
Right,
So let me,
right.
before we get back onto the story, I just remember that I wasn't there at that party.
Okay.
But I was doing something else, and I was getting Snapchats of the
That
party.
night?
Of you wrestling people.
Oh my god! I knew it. It
And I
was
was
on
like-
the interwebs.
And I was like, why is Anthony wrestling all
yeah,
of these
he
girls?
was like so amped up and I'm like, I had all my clothes on and my watch, and I'm just like pinning them down, trying not to get sweaty and not knock my watch off. Like,
Yeah,
what
he
are you
had
doing? And he just trapped down there, and I'm like, should I let him up? Reset? Okay.
Yeah, I remember he was just on tie, couldn't move at all.
He was just
It
entertaining you.
It was
That's
terrible.
hilarious.
But I tried to do
Oh
like
my
a
God.
kick flip up. That's how I knew how
Kick
drunk
flip?
I was. So like when you're on your back, you just go like
Yeah.
like a ninja.
Kick your feet up real quick and
And I
yeah.
had like lost weight where I got to that point again. So I was very aggressive that night. Now that I think about it. So on video, it's me trying to do that, and it's just like the most pathetic like. Ugh. And I kind of got on there, but I like sat on my butt, and then I stood up. I was like, yeah,
Then he did his clap.
yeah. Then I would clap and point.
He would
I
clap
kept calling
and
out
point.
Justin. Remember, he didn't want anything.
Oh dear God.
But yeah, But the reason why I was that aggressive, I remember why, is because someone was pushing 5-hour energy drinks on me.
I was gonna say
on top of Ciroc. People that know who I'm talking about knows who I'm talking about now.
Right.
So anyway, so he was amping me up. With all
people
this
that
stuff.
know who I'm talking about who I'm talking about.
And then he started calling it the Fro Show. So anytime he had a house party, he was like, "Is the Fro Show coming?" I'm like, "No." Cal, did that ever happen again? Have you ever heard of that happen again? No, because I made a conscious decision not to do that. Anyways, let's circle back to the basketball.
For those of you out there listening, this is why I wanted to do a podcast with Anthony in the first place.
Oh, because I just start
because Anthony is just the best person on the planet. Continue.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
But so anyway, so that was like my glory, the wrestling match in the kitchen with the security guard. That's glory. Fast forward to this, I play plush basketball for an hour and a half, 2 hours. The next morning, my entire right leg is like jacked up, like muscle wise, and I can't figure out why. I'm like, I didn't fall, I may have hit something in it, but it wasn't hard enough because I don't get injured that easily.
You probably got swatted, dude.
And now I was like, what the hell? Because it was a long, busy day, and then I picked up one of the basketballs because I was still like kind of in the zone because Cal and I were going heated for a while, and I did I ran up and did like a layup. And pivoting off my right foot, like pushing off, all those muscles instantly were like, yeah! So I was like, what the hell was that? It was all of them at once. So I was like, that motion. I did it again, and it was like, oh my God. So I got sore because of all the layups that we did. It was off my right foot, I guess.
Oh.
I tried on my left, and it was like fine.
It was fine.
So all my jumps must like lead off. You know,
So you're jumping off the wrong foot. You're doing your layups.
Damn.
Oh yeah, because I lay up. Well, I lay up with my right hand. Shut up. So I lay up. Basketball was never my thing, but I thought it was pretty. I was keeping up with you. I almost beat you until I give you the extra shot, which was amazing, by the way. Okay, so this was like Final Four.
Okay.
We're playing horse, and then we both have S.
Okay. So it's right at the end.
Yeah.
It's the end. Yeah.
So we have like after the time we start playing, we made it that you get 2 chances to make your shot.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
If the first person didn't make it on their first shot.
Right.
Got it.
So originally we were gonna count one of my shots because he's like bounce it off this wall and that wall and catch it and spin and shoot it.
I instantly went that because when I cooked my
I did a bad throw and he's like, no, that counts.
Yeah.
They let me redo it.
Okay.
So I did it and I get it and I'm like fading away, falling on the couch. Swish.
Yeah, he's falling down.
Game. It would have been either one.
And it was still such a hard shot, like far away, that I was like, even if I give him the other shot, like the chances of him making it are like slim.
Right.
But this is Cal we're talking about. So Cal's like ultra competitive. So I'm sure like something as you were falling, because I remember looking back, he was falling sideways. It wasn't like a fadeaway, controlled fadeaway. He must have like got cut up on my lazy boy or something, like because you fell into the chair as it was in
I had to reach
air.
over to get it, and he like clipped me the ottoman, and I'm like, yeah.
And then he tosses it in like a fall, basically.
What the heck?
And I see this, and I see the rainbow, and my head follows the arch up like this and around, and it goes in. And I look back, and he is dying on the damn. And I slam the ball down. I'm like, what the hell was that? And then the first thing you said was like, that was some like Final Four shit. And I was like,
clutch,
damn it, right.
Wow.
It was pretty epic.
That was like the most epic plush basketball game I've ever heard of.
It was one of the most epic, plus shots I've seen.
Nerf.
Nerf.
Sorry, my bad.
We're sponsored by Nerf.
Minutia.
They're going to make sure. But, so the next day, so just doing that, something I would do as a kid, because I used to have those like hoops as a kid too.
Yeah.
I loved it. But, doing that now, I get sore from that. What the hell?
What the heck, dude?
I go ride my bike for hours, go hiking in Red River Gorge.
And you're totally
I'm
fine.
sore after those things-ish. But I think it was just because I wasn't used to planting on one foot and going up, planting on one foot up for like almost 2 hours.
Yeah, you were using the same muscles over and over and over again.
Right, and then when I did it the
use.
next morning, holy cow, I couldn't believe it. It was weird. It was like my entire right leg. Crazy.
That's messed up, dude.
But yeah, so that was a long story about waking up sore.
That story contained many other stories that I did not expect.
That's true.
That's like one of my stories.
Yeah. Oh, you start darting off.
Stories take like an hour.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Backgrounds,
good.
character development.
Yeah,
I love
exactly.
all that shit.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
I think thank you for sharing that. That was.
Yeah, no problem. That's just one wrestling vein of my history.
Yeah, I think it's a good introduction to Cal
Yeah.
as a person too.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. He took it easy on me and still beat me.
Yeah, I bet, yeah,
He was just like, let's just wait till this guy wears out. I could tell. Because I was like, I couldn't get out.
yeah, yeah.
They'll not let him up. He act like he did it himself. Like, yeah, I'm out. Let's go again.
But I saw the videos. I was like, even like losing, I was like just ready for the next one. I was just having a good time. But yeah.
That's funny.
But I did learn some things from that night. And yeah.
Learn some wrestling techniques? Is
No,
that what you-
I just was getting a little too crazy at these house parties.
I see.
So I was like, Anthony, I think you need to turn it down. Because
Yeah, I remember you came to work
People-
the next day or whatever, and you were like, "All right, that
yeah,
needs
it
to
was like
not,
2 days later.
that needs to not happen again."
Well, I had rug burns on my like, elbows. It was on every joint. So it was elbow, wrist, knee, and ankle.
Dear God.
Not terrible ones, but it was like they were hurt in the shower. So
Yeah.
I was like,
oh my
dang.
God.
Yeah, I know.
Like
but
the
it was-
water hits you, and you're like, "Ugh."
But I mean, when I was a kid and like wrestling on a carpet, I would get rug burns on my knees.
Yeah.
Just things like that. So it was like one of those things.
Did you watch WWE as a kid too?
No, so I
Really?
never liked that as a kid because it was like I could tell it was fake.
Did you watch
I didn't
WWE
really
as a
like
kid?
Maybe for a few years. Like, obviously, I knew it was fake. It was
Yeah.
just
Yeah, sure.
entertaining. You know,
It's fun,
entertainment. It's
exactly.
funny
Yeah.
to watch.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I will.
It is.
So I didn't grow up with cable. So my friend Brian up the street had his parents would buy like the pay per view because him and his brother were way into it. So
Yeah.
it was entertaining to watch, but I never could really like have a favorite wrestler.
Yeah.
or, like, follow him.
You never
and
got
stuff.
invested into it.
Well, I guess I just didn't have the ability to because I was WWF on. It was back when I was WWF was when I was watching it,
Yeah.
and
When did
I just
they
don't
switch?
remember it on
I don't
local
remember.
channels.
I feel like in the 90s.
Was it on regular
No.
channels
was it?
or was it always pay
Yeah,
per
yeah.
view?
In the 90s. Well,
I remember all of a sudden it was
maybe late 90s.
Yeah.
early 2000s.
I'll look it
Yeah.
up real quick.
because it was like World Wrestling Federation,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
something,
Yeah.
or maybe
But
yeah. What is WW?
Entertainment.
World,
Oh, maybe
they had to change
United-
it. They got sued by
Oh,
World Wildlife Federation.
Okay.
Federation.
that kind of makes
2002.
sense. Oh wow, that
That's when
recent.
it changed, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
A British court agreed that Titan Sports had violated a 1994 agreement which had limited the permissible use of WWF overseas, particularly in merchandising.
Oh, so they just decided that was probably
Yeah,
smart
like
to
you said,
switch the whole
they
thing.
got sued, or they're in potential legal trouble for WWF. that
And then there was
changed it.
probably precedent set in one case, and they're like, shit.
Yep. Sounds like it.
So, but I will say when MMA started getting popular, especially UFC, I got way into that. But before that, like, let's see, Akil, Dave, and like Mark and I up in Columbus would go to bars and watch boxing, and I really got into that. And we had one of the real big popular boxing game on Xbox. It had,
Shoot, was it the cartoony one?
what was not Mayweather, Roy Jones Jr. So this was in Roy Jones Jr.'s prime.
You
So it
talking
was
about Ready to Rumble?
Yeah, yeah.
was that
Ready to-
older?
No, Ready to Rumble?
Yeah.
It was a more cartoony one.
Oh
like
yeah, this
Afro
was
Man.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, no. This was like
I did play that
meant
one.
to be like one of those EA type sports games, trying to be as
Yeah.
legit as possible.
Mhm.
So we had that game. Someone had it. Again, we had like 3 Xboxes, but I didn't own any of them. But I just played whatever.
Yep.
And then we would go to the bar and watch it because it's pay per view, but you can go to a bar and just watch it.
Yeah.
Buy some beer.
Right.
So I got way into that, so much so that I brought my dad's boxing gloves up to Columbus. Yeah,
What? Wait a minute. Okay.
Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, I have a history of like one
Violence?
violence here that I'm realizing. So my dad had these
On the
big
air.
old 16-ounce boxing gloves and headgear. So I even brought the headgear. I bought mouthpieces because I wanted other people to box. I wanted to box someone. And
God.
my first match, like someone went before me, and it was like amateur, like super amateur. And these like 16-ounce gloves are so big that it's kind of like, you know, like
Yeah.
you get exhausted
Yeah.
with these giant like boulders on
Yeah,
your
yeah, yeah.
And like none of us are like conditioned because we smoked cigarettes back then and we were drinking beer all night that night. Anyways, we go back out in the back courtyard area of our building, and I remember I went up against Rory Malloy.
His name was Rory. That is
Malloy.
such a boxer's name.
No, he was a rugby player at Ohio State. He wasn't on the Ohio State team, but it was intramural. Very
I
Irish.
think that goes without saying.
He was about my height, chunky Irish dude, and he wouldn't. Yeah, he would throw down on anything like, "Let's do it." It was crazy, and not that crazy, but
Yeah.
rugby, Irish, ready
He was
box
down.
anybody.
He was down.
So I was again liquid courage, and I'm like, I want a challenge, so I'm like, but I have like zero experience with boxing or striking at all, and so I was like, I could probably hold my own, blah blah blah, and because he didn't either, but so we were in the backyard. I hope this is recording.
It is.
Okay, because I don't feel like
You're good
starting
now.
over.
You're good.
So we were in the back on grass. Not the smartest thing because there's probably broken bottles and stuff like glass in the yard. But I was barefoot. I remember that. And I remember. So I had Rory across from me. He's probably outweighed me by like 30 pounds.
Yeah.
Doing this, and he kind of looks serious, like ready.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, all right, let's see what happens here.
Yeah.
Someone just goes, all right, go. And he just rushes up on me and never stops. Just
Punching
it
you
was so
straight.
bad. I was like not expecting. I was expecting like you see on TV, like both are kind of like
Right.
yeah, boom.
Nah,
Yeah.
dude, he
Boom.
just rushed
When
you.
you're done, I got a story too. Go ahead.
All right, good. So I was expecting, guard, shot,
Yeah.
wait, guard, because that's what professionals do. Because professionals know that at any moment they could get popped.
Yeah, but he
so
came
you
back
gotta
and just
be
started
smart.
mashing all the
He was
buttons.
just he
basically.
had he did the equivalent of just mashing buttons
in
right.
Street Fighter,
In
just like
Street Fighter.
like
And it was unbelievably, it worked unbelievably well. And it's because I couldn't do anything. I just kept backpedaling.
Well, the thing is, like, if you mash buttons in Street Fighter against somebody who also doesn't know how to play, they don't know how to defend themselves.
It was a fury of just like padded fury. And it wasn't like I was getting hit hard. I just couldn't
You were overwhelmed.
figure out. And then I was backpedaling on the balls of my feet. And I kept... And I remember I started losing track of where I was in the square patch of whatever. And once you start losing track of where you are, you can't get a hit in edgewise.
Yeah.
And then also my stamina went direct because I was smoking cigarettes back then. Like I rode my bike. I didn't have a car up there, so I still had exercise. But boxing is so labor intensive.
It is.
And I remember I was just out of breath, and I just lost terribly. But anyway, so that was, I don't know. I don't even know how I got on that. But Cal sounds like he's got a boxing story.
You
All right.
said this was in Columbus.
Yeah.
Mine was in Columbus too.
Oh, shit.
Ooh, the
Yeah.
boxing capital. of
Yeah,
Ohio.
Back when I was at Columbus State,
Okay.
playing baseball,
Oh, yeah, I remember
this guy on my team, his name is Cedric.
Cedric.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So like, he's just one of those. I don't care. Like, and we were all at one of the baseball houses,
Yeah.
drinking, party,
that. Okay, yeah,
keg, lobster on top of the keg.
yeah.
Somebody had some boxing gloves. I don't know where they got them. And who want to fight?
Oh,
Like,
man.
I'll fight anybody. I don't care. Like,
Yeah,
This dude Cedric was like that,
Yeah.
or you? Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
yeah,
and I don't know if he called me out or somebody pointed at me or whatever. So I'm like, all right, whatever.
yeah.
So same thing. Like, they hit the bell, and I'm expecting like
Did you have headgear on, or was
No,
it just gloves?
just gloves.
No
Dang.
mouthpiece?
No.
Oh, wow.
wow.
So this is
Oh.
Street Fighter.
Oh, yeah, this is more like I was starting like, oh, shit.
Anthony had headgear
And a mouth guard.
and a mouth guard.
So they're like, go. And I'm like I said, I'm expecting like square up and fill each other out. He's like, go. He's like,
Wait, like body shots or what?
just
And
anywhere.
just, like, coming at
It's
you.
just-
Oh, my God.
I'm
Machine
like, oh,
gun.
shit. I like take a step back. He's like, bop, bop, start jabbing him. I
Yeah.
caught him in the lip. He's like, oh.
All right.
Then here she goes again.
He got...
I just kept, like, that's all I could do is, like, calm him down. Was
Oh,
back up
okay.
and jab. I kept catching him.
throw him one in
eventually
every
he
once in a while.
stopped, you know?
Yeah, well,
So-
that actually is, like, had a... Just, I don't know, yeah.
I mean, because if you, like, stick your arm out and it's stiff, you
Yeah.
can't do anything.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know
He just
what you
kept getting hit.
Right.
Oh, I got... You know,
Right.
And it just worked out. It was funny.
Jeez.
So the moral of these stories is if you get into a pickup
Learn how to
boxing
jab.
match, learn how to jab as they're coming in,
Yeah.
which is a big thing because I was caught off guard. Once they're within your jab range,
Hard to recover.
I know this now, just watching so much MMA.
Yeah.
But yeah, once they get in, they start like raining down the fury of fists. Like there's nothing you can do. Especially if you're untrained, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So moral of the story is
Didn't have a tangent. Go ahead.
okay. Well, tangent off then.
All right.
Yeah, go ahead.
So back in high school,
Yeah.
So you're just talking about boxers and their conditioning, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So I think it's I want to say sophomore, junior year.
Okay.
I'm thinking sophomore year.
Okay.
And so our basketball coach, oh my God, all we did was run.
Really?
Run, fucking run.
Yeah.
like what's the fuck? All day.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, but there's a lot of running basketball. Kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Not like this.
Not like this.
Not like this.
This guy was.
It made no damn sense.
Do you think you accidentally joined the cross country team? Do you think that?
I think I would have been happy to be on a cross country team.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's how much we ran.
Damn.
Dang.
So one day this new guy just appeared,
Yeah.
and everybody was like, "Who are you?"
Like a new player?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I guess he was like trying out or something out of the blue. I don't even never seen him before. Like didn't go to school or maybe you just started or what? Like
It sounds like a premise of a movie.
It
but
does.
Yeah. I'm the new
Who's
kid in
this
town.
guy? Yeah, right.
so like he's a little dude, like a little guard or something.
Okay.
And he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm about to work out with y'all today." And he like ran and did like a 360 and grabbed the rim.
Oh shoot. So-
Everybody was like, "Oh, we're about to take somebody's spot." And then like the other half was like, "Shut up, get off his dick." And so we had this big dude named Paul. Well, big to us, but not like basketball standard. He's probably
Right.
like 6'5".
Okay, so
That's
still
still
like
pretty
a,
big.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a pretty big.
Yeah.
dude.
And he's like, Paul was like, "You in shape?" Dude was like, "Oh yeah, I box."
Yeah.
Man, end of that practice, dude was on the ground.
So even though he had the stamina for
Right.
Oh man.
Halfway through practice, he was done. I ain't never see him again
Wow.
in life.
Oh, so
day.
he straight up quit and he was like F all that.
So did he just like go too hard in the first half or something?
That's how much we ran. He couldn't.
Oh,
it's-
Jesus.
I mean,
Wow, that must have been a
it's
lot of
different. Like, basketball is like one of the. It's so much
Cardio,
full
yeah.
speed and stopping
Right.
and then going again is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like any other sport. Well, maybe soccer if you're running hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't ever play soccer just
Yeah.
because it's pointless running.
Yeah. I never got into soccer or basketball, and my dad was in
Couldn't do
cross
it.
country.
Yeah.
I'm just not a big runner either.
Yeah.
I mean, sprinting's fine, like sports, like baseball.
Yeah.
So I would do
There's
baseball.
got to be
like,
a purpose for me to run. It can't be just like
Just
running
running for
like
fun, yeah.
track, like long distance, just running just
Yeah.
because. No.
Yeah. It's gotta be part of another game.
Got to be
And I was
a reason. Like you chased by a dog or the police, you know.
Right.
It's gotta have some kind of
Yeah, what are you getting into? I'm just kidding. But with that, I think we'll take a break after all those fighting stories. I
Yes.
think I need a break, anyways.
Yeah, we're gonna wrestle on the break.
Yeah, I guess we'll have a, yeah, we're gonna wrestle. All out of breath.
Go prepare the band-aids for the rug burn.
Yeah, I'll have to wear some guards or something. I don't know. But we'll be right back. Enjoy this tune from Mitch.
Enjoy.
Welcome back, everybody. This is the P Funker Fro Show,
Yeah.
and I am almost out of my steel reserve that Cal was
says-
so
Cal says you're
graciously
weak sauce.
he so graciously gave me.
You know what I do? I
Gifted me.
splurge.
Yeah.
$1.29.
$1.29. It's Blackberry Steel Reserve Alloy Series. All right.
Alloy series?
Yeah, that's super. Yeah.
Kroger Plus card.
Did they-
Get that discount. $1.29.
Remember when I used to drink beer on the first couple of podcasts, and
You
then I
did.
didn't want to like
You can't-
get comfortable and like where I needed alcohol to
Right.
be like myself,
Mhm.
bubbly. So I was like, nope. I think it was after the third one. I was like, nope.
Yeah,
no
you didn't
more.
do it for very long.
But now I'm pretty comfortable enough
Now you're
on
like,
it.
F it.
Yeah.
You made the switch to Coke Zero for a while.
Coke
Or
Zero,
first
well,
you had those sparkling ices.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
Yep.
because I was on my extreme diet still.
Right.
But yeah, so welcome back, everybody. We got Cal with us still.
We
and,
all wrestled.
Yeah, we all wrestled. Everybody won. No one lost.
Anthony
Just
put
kidding.
himself in a rear
I went-
naked joke.
What's the arm wrestle? Who wants to arm wrestle?
No, that's not fair.
I already worked out. I already did a bunch of push-ups. I don't want to be disadvantaged.
So, I kind of had another mini thought.
Mini thought?
Yeah, another mini thought on what to do for like a big trip this summer.
Really?
Yeah, so I kind of have like visited my dad and going out to Portland, maybe
Sure.
someone out there will have me, Sarah. But I kind of wanted kind of like a solo-y kind of trip, but not sure. I don't really kind of want to do like the same thing I did last year, like a big epic solo trip. That was kind of just, I wanted to do that. I wouldn't mind doing something like that again, but I'm trying not to just start like that's my thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
yeah. Are you worried that you would not be able to top that?
yeah, that'll be difficult because that was definitely my most favorite trip of all time.
Mm-hmm.
But so far. But yeah, so now I was like, I started brainstorming like maybe I'll go to Southern California and do that type of thing. But then also, there was a guest on the Joe Rogan Experience. Boop,
Joe Rogan plug.
I did a little. I always got to plug it every once in a while. I used to bring it up all the time, Cal.
Every episode,
because I listened to that like religiously. Like instead of like the radio in the car, I just listened to that.
I don't think you brought it up last week though.
I had kind of like tailed off, but I have been bringing up Patrick. So this is your
Patrick plug,
Patrick plug every time.
Yeah,
so, anyways, I was thinking about, because this dude on the podcast was talking about Burning Man.
Anthony, I will go with you.
Are you serious?
I will go with you.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. I was not expecting that.
Continue. I'm sorry. Anyway.
So, Cal, have you heard of Burning Man?
No.
All right.
No, you haven't.
Good. Inform him.
Cal's coming to Burning Man. No, I'm just kidding. You don't even know what it is.
I know. I'm down.
It's
Welcome
out in the
to the
desert.
podcast.
There's hippies
Whoa,
everywhere.
Desert.
Yep.
Hippies everywhere.
Not into the
Where's the
desert.
nearest grocery store?
You probably got to trade. Anyway, and we
we gotta butter.
Right. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so this guest on his podcast, I don't even know which one it was. Don't even quote me so you can listen to it on Joe Rogan. I'm like 2 months behind.
Okay.
So it's a comedian on his podcast. I think it's Tony Hinchcliffe, actually. And he went to Burning Man for like the entire time out there. And he is kind of like this hippie man. But he likes Oculus Rift, so he's a tech guy. So
Okay.
it's kind of like me.
So he sounds like you, yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of like into a lot of different things, interest-wise.
Down to earth, but also techie.
Yeah, he's a comedian, and he's just cool. He's always trying to find the new thing and whatever. And he went out there, and it's always been something I've wanted to do. And he was describing it, and I've seen photos, and I've always kind of wanted to do it for like many years.
Yeah.
And a dude that I worked with at Walgreens, a shift manager, actually did it, and he was kind of hippied out. Chris, not that he listens, but Chris, yeah, this dude went out there, and said he had a great time. And basically, you go out in the middle of a desert. I think it's in Arizona. I didn't really do a bunch of research. So it's it's like hippie mecca. So if there's ever a concentration of like hippies or like, and I could be butchering this for people that are more like in the know of this, but
It's all right.
it just seems more of like a free spirited culture type celebration.
Burning Man is an annual gathering that takes place at Black Rock City, a temporary city erected in Black Rock Desert in Nevada.
Nevada. Okay.
Yes.
Cool. So I knew it was out in the middle of nowhere, and he kind of went through the history of it where they just like kept burning these big like bonfires out in the middle of the desert. Then it started getting so big that they had to like actually organize it for like a festival, and then it just became this giant thing. And there's really no like paying for things. It's kind of like just give and take, and
It's a barter system, yeah.
yeah, it's like a real big, but it's this big circle, and then at the end they burn this big wooden burning dude, man. And I don't know. Sounds pretty wild, but it's like basically camping out in the desert. It's really dirty, gritty.
Yep.
And there's kind of like running water a little bit, but it's not really. So it's a little rough.
Yeah.
Water a little bit.
Yeah, like
What's that
well,
mean?
because there was
Like,
that.
you take a water bottle and
He means there's one of those guys
Well,
like
I think
on the street at a Reds game, just like wheeling around a water
No,
bottle.
I'm sure there's tons of that. Oh, yeah.
yeah.
So there's people like, I'm sure there's little small enterprises going on, but there's also like Dr. Bronner soap. Have you ever heard of that?
I don't think so.
So it's like an all natural peppermint soap. Anyways, I'm not going to go into how I know that already. The soap, but they had like a big booth thing where they like hose you off with their soap.
Okay.
So it was like, there's like more, I wouldn't call it corporate, but there's like bigger entities there now. So it's not like just Camp Fest. There's also like,
Interesting.
Yeah,
Is it-
there's like big groups, and Elon Musk has this big like bus that tours around, like just goes around in circles. Everybody's on bikes and things, and he has like a yacht in the basically the desert, the equivalent of
my
a yacht,
God.
and people can just jump on and off of Elon Musk's like land yacht. So it's like, what the hell?
Is that like one of those freaking the things from Star Wars? The little dudes that
And that's
like
how I kind of
Jawas.
picture it. Yeah, right.
Right, exactly.
But so I don't know. So I have yet to even look into it.
Yeah, I jumped on it like I was gonna go, just because that's something that I looked into last year and the year before of actually going
Really?
to. But it's so big of a commitment.
What do you mean? Like how so?
It's far away. It's a lot of vacation days. It's
And I was
it's
thinking
an
of
ordeal.
driving.
You got to be prepared.
Yeah.
You have
Oh,
to
yeah.
be prepared.
I was thinking of driving, but
Oh wow,
Yeah,
especially if
yeah.
you drive.
right, yeah. Or maybe fly out and rent a car. I don't know.
Yeah. So basically, the way I understand it, it's in this big open field. They build a city for like a few days, and you come
Yeah.
with just whatever you have
Yeah.
and make it work. And
Yeah.
talk to all these people that are all hippies.
Yeah, I was gonna say you got to keep bringing up hippies.
Yeah, yeah. That's how I see
So
it.
Cal, if
looks
hippies
like it's,
aren't your thing, this might not be your thing.
looks like it's in August, like late
yeah, I
August. to
saw
early
when it
September.
was. I was like, ooh, that's my
As long
wheelhouse.
as they wear deodorant.
No, I don't think that'll
Oh,
be.
I
So if
don't
you look
know.
at photos,
It
like
might
you
not
have to
be
wear
done.
like
Desert
goggles
hippies with no deodorant. I'm cool.
Doesn't sound
for
like
days. Days, Cal. So they're out there for. I think it's a week long.
yeah.
And so if you're out there for a week long, there's very little
Might need
showering.
to tag team them. You tickle them, make them lift their arms. I'll spray them.
That could
we
be your
get-
goal to deodorize
Awesome.
hippies.
Awesome. Let's get Old Spice to sponsor us. Nah,
Yes.
then we'd probably get shunned because the corporate.
Because the corporate, yeah. Well, you
Yeah,
say
they'd be
it's
like,
getting,
get your.
say it's getting more corporate
I
organizations.
wouldn't call
are
it
moving in
exactly that from what I heard,
Okay.
but when I heard Dr. Bonner soap, I was like, well, they sell soap, and that's a company. Even though it's a hippie like give back company, it's still
there. A
a
company.
presence. It's still kind of marketing.
Yeah.
But I would just be curious to see, because I would have loved to have gone back when I was less like super popular, and now it's like, to get more of like a core thing.
Yeah.
But now it seems like it's huge.
It's exploded
but
a lot.
It should be cool in its own right. Plus, I love riding bikes around. I kind of want to trick out a bike with like neon lights and stuff like that. I think that'd be cool.
That would be pretty sweet.
Yeah, ride
You
around.
just
at
ride it
night.
around.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
fireworks.
It
and
gets
shit.
really cool in the desert at night.
Oh yeah, I think it'd be awesome. I think that'd be a really.
That's
cool
totally
trip.
something you would do. I don't think anyone listening is surprised.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but so that's on the drawing board. I don't know. I'll have to start.
We'll talk about
Yeah,
it.
yeah, exactly.
It might not work out, but we'll
Right.
see.
So, Cal, what kind of trips do you like going on? Do you like traveling at all?
It all depends on the company.
Okay.
The company you're working for at the time?
No.
Company as
Like,
in the people you're
you
with.
with.
I don't know why I thought it was about work.
Wait, what company?
I don't know why. It depends on who I'm marketing for.
Austin, quit drinking your steel
I'm
reserve.
sorry.
Or don't drink it. You're not drinking enough. No,
It's
he's not
decisions.
drinking your steel reserve.
It depends on the people you're going with. Then.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I'm cool in any environment usually. So
Yeah.
if you got a bunch of downers always complaining about shit, and
That'll ruin a trip.
I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
And I don't want to do that. Like
Yeah.
I'm normally the go with the flow. If
Yeah,
somebody want to
yeah.
do that, like, all right, let's do it.
Same.
You know.
That's how Austin and I are too.
But
Because
then
we've
if you
talked-
got somebody that's always bitching and crying about something, or I don't want to do that. Let's
Yep.
do like I don't like that.
Why are you
Yeah.
even on vacation?
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. That's
So-
my thing with vacations is like a lot of people think that everyone in the group has to do the exact same thing.
That's true. Yeah. I mean, you can break up and
Yeah.
just do your
And
thing.
I also
nothing
don't
wrong
like
with
the
that.
structured shit where we gotta wake up at 8:00
Yes.
and go and
Me
see.
too.
Yes.
The very specific thing
Yeah,
that
yeah.
they think everybody wants
And,
to do.
and if it's missed, they're just like pissed off and like
Empire State
people
Building.
want to sleep.
yeah.
Statue of Liberty. Yeah.
You like the touristy stuff?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Just have fun. Be spontaneous, random. You got little stuff planned you want to do. Don't have it all planned out.
Exactly.
Right. Well, Cal, you're in good company because Austin and I have talked about trips and our mantra of, trips
Yeah.
in general.
Mhm.
And we both kind of all, and it sounds like you agree that we like the,
Spontaneity.
we like we're going somewhere, yeah, but we don't have to 8 o'clock, we're going to this building. By 9, we got to be here. If we're not here by 9, we're going to miss it. Or we're not we're going to be late. I cannot stand that. Just make me anxious and
Yeah.
anxiety. Like, oh my God.
Yeah, and you take a vacation to get, de-stressed.
Yeah, because even if it's exercise or effort, it still can be less stressful than your normal daily life.
What's
You know
your-
it's
What's
more
your
fun.
ideal number of days for vacation?
Oh, so
All of them.
I mean, since my favorite trip was that West Coast, now my ideal is like freaking city hopping, honestly. So I love that. That was so
a
fun.
normal one. That was like
An epic,
yeah, like 2
yeah.
weeks off, right?
That's true,
And
yeah.
you know, you're going different places. I mean, like you just went to one fucking place.
Okay.
And you're
How
just
long?
there, yeah. Like,
I would say probably a long weekend, like 4 to 5 days.
exactly. I'm 4 or 5 days exactly.
Okay.
Because if you go to
So,
like
a
one,
week, like by the time you get to that end, you're thinking about, oh shit, I gotta pack up, and go
Yeah.
back, drive back, or
Right.
fly back to the airport and back
Yeah.
to work, and you're like, and all your shit's everywhere. Like, I gotta do laundry, or you're like 2 pairs of stuff to wear left.
yeah.
so it's a much more of a commitment when you go like a week plus.
Yeah.
Mhm.
See, I guess my West Coast I packed just real light, kind of, because I knew I was going to be like
Right.
popping around,
And it's gotta be more than like I hate weekend trips unless it's like
just Saturday,
close.
Sunday.
Like people drive like 4 or 5 hours just for like 1 or 2 days. I can't do it.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, you gotta get the juice out of it.
I would say the further
make
away
it-
I
make a
am,
point.
the longer it takes me to get somewhere,
Yeah.
it'll increase the amount of time I'm
Yeah,
there,
it's
just because
better.
it's pointless.
Yeah, I was talking to Dave about going to Australia. And I was
Yeah.
like, Dave, I'm going to go to Australia for a week. And
Oh,
he's
shoot,
like,
when did this happen?
This was like last year.
Okay.
It didn't pan out. I went to Canada instead. But
Oh, okay, well,
he's like,
yeah.
you're going to go to Australia for a week?
Yeah.
Yeah, that might be
24 hours on a plane? Like, is that worth
each
it?
time. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I totally get it, and I totally
That's
understand
true.
what you're saying about the company, because I'm the same way. If I'm with people at all, after 5 days, probably gonna be sick of those people if we're all
Yeah.
staying in a hotel room. If I'm
Yeah.
by myself, though, honestly, I feel like I could just vacation until the end of time.
That's what I mean. I could keep hopping around the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cal, have you ever considered a solo travel, or have you ever done that?
I used to solo travel to the club.
So that would be like a night vacation.
Just a day, like a daycation. Or
A
a night
day
vacation.
vacation.
because like I don't know. I used to hate going out with people. Same thing. Like they crying about where you at. Like oh, ain't nothing. Like let's go somewhere else. Let's
Yeah.
just always bitching and crying. Or they ready to
Oh, I
leave.
see, I see.
Yeah,
see.
yeah,
You know, like or come pick me up.
Yeah.
Go get a car.
yeah.
Like
Cal, I don't. The reason why I asked that is because I peg you. I feel like you would be someone that would love a solo trip.
Well, it
I
sounds
think you
like
could really
it
love
sounds
it.
like you don't like being tied down by other people, being downers.
And like
I could do a solo trip. It depends on where it is.
Okay.
So like if we're going to like
that's the
middle
beauty. You can go wherever you want.
in the middle of Iowa.
Okay.
It's
hey,
like, what is there? What am I going to do? You
Well-
know, I might want. somebody
Right,
to do
I understand that.
something,
So
you know?
I guess let me refine it. So if you're like, I'm going on a solo trip, just imagine that. Where, like, what kind of place would you like to go if you had to go by yourself? like, would you be
somewhere-
more-
It has to be somewhere with like a lot of activity to where you
Like
can-
more
Vegas?
sightseeing or like more excitement?
Not sightseeing.
Like Las Vegas?
Vegas is not really like a solo.
What about New York?
Oh.
I could do New York.
Yeah,
Okay,
New York
sweet.
would be a
Solo
good
trip to New
one.
York. Yeah, there's so much to see.
Yeah, you can just walk down the street in
Yeah.
the middle of daytime in the middle of the city and just
Something's going on.
laugh with a cup. Like
Yeah,
That's true.
yeah,
And I'm sure you can meet people.
Yeah.
Because, like,
yeah.
So New Yorkers are very. So they're not.
so you've been there? Like,
Yeah.
okay.
So New Yorkers are not nice. They are.
They don't have that Southern hospitality. They're,
Right,
they're
short.
very
Exactly. Are
much
they
business
short?
oriented.
I'm gonna say they're not friendly, but
Okay.
but most of them are very nice.
Yeah,
But they're just so used to so many people
Oh,
and
yeah.
just oblivious and just doing about their business. Like you
Yeah.
say hi, they won't even pay you any attention.
Yeah.
You know?
Mhm.
But like if you actually in a situation where you're talking to one, they're like super nice.
Oh, then they open up?
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's
Interesting.
crazy.
yeah.
That kind of makes sense because there's just so many damn people that if you paid attention to everybody that you pass, like hello,
nothing
hello,
done.
hello, yeah, right.
Yeah, it's
Your
definitely a
brain would
cultural thing.
explode.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, I
on the
don't
other
know.
note,
Mm-hmm.
in Canada, it was like the opposite. Where you couldn't take fucking 5 steps without saying, "Hey, how are you?
You'd be like, do you need any help?
Where are you from?
Hey.
Well, you don't think I'm from here? Like,
What's that supposed to be?
Yeah. Why were you in Canada? What were you
Yeah,
doing in Canada?
what's up there?
Because I've met a Canadian in New York, and it was just like that. He was the nicest dude.
He was like,
in New
I am
York.
not
just-
from here.
It's like I can tell you're not from New York.
baseball.
Oh, baseball.
Yeah.
Is that when like you were playing baseball?
Oh, this was like a long time ago. I was
He played in
I was
college.
high school still.
Oh shoot!
Really?
Yeah, I'm on select baseball team. Yeah.
Shoot.
Damn. Yeah, Cal, you were traveling around with your baseball. Sound like
And
college.
that's kind of reason why sometimes I don't even like traveling, especially driving.
you got sick of
you
it?
did it all the time
Yeah,
for baseball.
oh my god, like just being in that environment with all these nasty ass baseball dudes,
Yeah.
smelly ass
Right.
feet, and farting all the time. Like,
Oh shit!
for real.
I guess I never thought of that.
Yeah.
And then you're like in damn hotel rooms with two to a bed.
Oh, you're right.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
So
I can
and
see you
then
guys getting very
my
close.
god, these white boys.
Oh
I don't know what it is about them, but they like it like 50 degrees.
yeah.
Dude, it's gotta
When
be.
you sleep, I love it. I love it so cold that I have to use a comforter no matter what time of year.
Yeah.
That's just
I'm the
basically
same
it.
way.
It's just-
What the fuck?
So like
Do you
in the
sleep hot?
summertime, if I get it to 65, that would be awesome. But the wintertime, 65 is like frigid. So I don't know what's
so
going on.
here's the thing.
Yeah.
I'm normally always hot. So in my family, if I go to somebody's house, my parents' house, my aunt's house, it's so hot in there.
Yeah.
Like if I'm like moving around at all, shirt comes off. It's just so hot. I'm sweating. And
You just
normally I
radiate?
have shorts under my pants. I'll take them off too. It's just so hot.
Yeah.
And eventually I'm gonna have to turn the thermostat down.
Oh shit.
So you go from that where I'm always hot somewhere, and then you in a hotel room with the white boys,
and they got
and
it at
I'm
65.
fucking freezing.
I would think that you would like that though.
No.
Since
You're always hot.
No,
Yeah, but wouldn't you
It's too
just
much-
like keep your shirt
that's
on?
just
then?
the dramatic difference.
so what's the
okay.
perfect middle?
Yeah, what's the middle?
I'm kind of finicky. I have like a range. It's probably like
Okay.
70 and 72.
That's
Perfect.
not a bad
not
temperature.
bad.
Yeah, because I'm not
70 is
turning it
pretty-
down to like 50, 55 degrees. That's
I mean,
like,
but
that's
in
a
the
little too
summertime,
much.
if I could, if I didn't like worry about the electricity costs or whatever,
Yeah.
I'd put that on 65. Oh, that would be nice.
I can't.
I'm
I'll be sick. Like, and I don't like cold air blowing. I don't like air blowing me. Period.
Really?
Like,
Jeez,
so
I'm
if
opposite.
you're like in a hotel and the air is blowing on me.
I
Like,
love those
Even in the
sides.
I do
car,
too.
like the air conditioning
Yeah.
is hot in the summertime. If it's just like blowing cold
Right on your
directly on my
face?
head, I'll be sick.
Why is
wow.
that?
I have a cold.
Is it?
Oh shoot!
Is it because it's too much in
I
a
don't know what it
concentrated
is.
spot?
That's why I always have a hat on.
Oh, that's
Fro,
right.
Fro knows
Dang.
at work. I fucking have skull cap on.
Yeah, you
Chilling in my
would all
chair.
the time.
Dang, it's
So
a good
cold,
thing.
it's cold in there.
It's a good thing I closed this vent.
Yeah,
Might have just
Oh, it's hot
left.
in here. These damn spotlights.
It is.
Oh, yeah.
it is hot in here. I'm sweating over here too.
really.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah, but those hotel, I love those things where you can put them on like sub-zero.
Yeah.
where they
So
just
it,
crank
it,
all
it
night.
would be a constant battle. Like they would wake up because they were fucking hot and fucking turn the AC up.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I wake up because I'm fucking freezing. I go fucking turn it
Turn
back
it down.
off. It's back and forth all night.
all night. Oh my god, I would have probably just slept in a coat then. Maybe not.
Just slipping a coat. Yeah,
You could just beat them up.
I do that with a robe sometimes. Beat them up. Start wrestling. Put them in a rear naked choke.
Yeah, rear naked choke. Theme of the day.
Yeah. So
Interesting.
Yeah, like, do you have any other? Does something stand out in your mind as a story about the traveling baseball team? Because being in a bus with all these
Yeah,
dudes,
this seems like because I
going
know
to all
you
these
played,
places.
but
you
I
guys
didn't-
ever getting into
I never
any
really-
shenanigans?
Never really heard you talk about
There's
it.
always shenanigans. we won't talk about them.
Oh god, dang.
That's cool.
But like you said, you traveled to Canada. Like, wow. Like, so was it on like a bus, a charter bus, school bus?
Did it have Wi-Fi?
That trip, I think we all drove separate.
Whoa,
Yeah,
really?
wow.
In high school?
Yeah.
Crap.
Damn.
Did you live in Cincinnati at the time?
Yep.
Wow.
From Cincy
It
to
was
Canada.
in Niagara Falls.
Oh, cool.
I think we were all like 17.
Damn.
So
That'd be
that's-
kind of a cool trip.
Six-
though,
six-
at that age.
16, 17, about to be 17,
Yeah.
maybe something.
Was it like
that.
a tournament up there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did
Tournament.
did
Niagara
your
Falls.
Parents go?
No.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah,
we had some fun baseball
was gonna
trips.
say,
when
I
I was
imagine.
selecting, yeah. So that was fun as hell. It was back when you know Paperboy.
Yeah,
Diddy,
the
Diddy.
Oh, the,
You know
yeah.
Diddy?
What are you, the
Oh,
person?
man. No, the song.
Hmm.
Play the Diddy.
All right, we can play like 5 seconds.
Oh yeah, because we'll get taken off of like everything.
Yeah,
so
keep
if you put
talking.
any like copyright
Oh,
on
really?
iTunes, Google Play,
Yeah, we got like 3 seconds. Go ahead, keep talking.
but that's all right.
I'll find it.
It was like back when that was like popular. So it
Yeah.
was like they had like a little strip in Niagara.
Okay.
Like ton of bars. You just go down, ride down it, walk the bars or whatever. This and
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Cal's like that. That's the limit that we
That's what you were jamming to?
Repeat.
Oh my god.
I'm down.
So,
What's your favorite
I
drink?
guess my favorite drink
Yeah.
of all time.
All time.
My favorite drink of all time. We're assuming it's alcohol is what we're talking about. Is
I mean, if it's Gatorade,
whatever
your favorite liquid, you know.
if I had to,
Why? He didn't imply
Right.
anything.
Yeah,
You just
no, I'm glad you asked that. So if I had to go back, like, for consistency of all my time drinking, because right now this would not be my favorite drink, but if I look back in all my partying age and time,
Okay.
my favorite drink would probably be Bacardi 151 and Coke.
Interesting.
And that started because getting alcohol was kind of hard back when you were younger,
Yeah.
like underage, I guess.
Yeah.
And that you could buy, and it was like extremely concentrated, and I could just keep it and go to like party to party and not have to like constantly be relying on sources.
I see.
So I got accustomed to that taste and just how to make it and everything like that. And to this day, like that flavor, like it's a spicy meatball, I would say. So that would probably be my favorite because I drank that probably the longest, and that was like my drink for a long time. And I just grew accustomed to the actual 151 taste as opposed to the normal Bacardi.
I can't do that anymore.
Yeah, well, no, I don't either because there's no way. Because even if I like attempt to try to mix it well, I would probably put way too much in, and it would just be a disaster of a night. But all right, so you asked me that. What is your favorite drink of all time, not current? Cow.
Of all time and current.
Okay.
I mean,
What is
Is it
that?
the same thing?
no.
No.
It is the reason why I brought it up.
Okay.
It is Hennessy and Coke.
Hennessy and Coke. I've had Hennessy
which
straight.
is stereotypical, right? All
I
black
get-
people drink cognac.
Is
They
it?
all love
Yeah, that is
Hennessy,
kind of a
Is it?
stereotypical.
right.
Yeah, but how did you get on that? What was your...
I mean,
Intro to
you
that.
just drinking different things, this and that, and all of a sudden you be like, damn,
That's some good
that-
shit. All right, I'll have to try that
Taste
sometime.
it.
Oh, is this...
Oh, you actually, you
Uh,
actually brought some. I didn't realize you brought some.
All right. Well,
Watch him,
shit.
he can be like,
Yeah,
he can be like, you're right.
Yeah, he's gonna
This
have to
shit
go
is
back.
Amazing.
We'll have to re-record that part where he said that was his favorite drink because this is gonna be his new
I
one.
do like it. But it kind of reminds... I do like it. That's good. It's still good. I
I
think
was
it's
very
because it's
prepared.
with
You just
Coke.
had like the sample with
Yeah,
you.
you're like, I got it right here.
I
Funny
mean,
you should ask.
it depends on the person, their ratios they like, but you know, it's just like, and it's
What-
just like cold.
Wait, so I like to be able to taste the liquor when I mix it with Coke.
Yeah,
Like,
so
yeah.
I like it. It tastes delicious. So
Yeah, no, that's a good mix. I like that. It kind of reminds me of my rum and Coke mix, like how strong I make it.
Yeah.
And so, but the reason I don't drink it normally when I'm out
Yeah.
is because, first of
flipping
all,
expensive,
it's
or-
expensive as hell.
Yeah.
Like most places, like they'll be like, oh, $10.
Yeah, they up that
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then second,
Mhm.
most people don't have cognac.
Oh, at the bars?
Yeah,
Really?
because
it's
they
like
don't because
that-
they don't want to carry it.
Why don't they want
So
to carry?
It's
few
just like
or-
it's like a racist. They don't want to have
Really?
because black people love cognac.
Oh, shut up. Oh,
promise,
really?
yeah.
Certain bars or all bars?
Most bars,
Most
Really?
bars.
most.
You don't think it's so?
It
How
would sell.
much?
It
are we,
would sell hands down if they had it in bars.
well, how much are we talking per bottle?
Yeah. What?
Because I remember a dude up in Columbus had one for his birthday, but he got it for his birthday, so it was a big deal. And he let me take a swig of it, and it was pretty good.
You mean how much it costs?
Yeah,
For a fifth?
yeah.
Same as like a bottle of Goose.
Oh, what the hell?
$35.
That's still pretty expensive for a
So
fifth,
bars
but-
don't care because they don't want to be like stereotypical. Is that what you're saying?
There's no reason for a big bar who has big selection
sorry.
of to not have any cognac at all.
So that has to be the only reason.
That is
It is. It's like
We should get.
everybody would buy it. I would like.
Well,
why
Cal,
wouldn't you?
do people usually drink it straight up or mix? I don't know. I've only had it very few times.
Most people drink it with Coke,
Oh, really?
but some people drink it straight.
Straight?
But that's
On
weird.
ice or something?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Huh. We should get a
That does-
bartender on the podcast to validate that.
Yeah,
theory.
what is the deal there,
Why
bro?
don't you guys?
I wonder if they
I mean,
train with
I
it.
mean, I've been so
Tons of
many
places.
places. I
Yeah.
mean, since I lived in Cincinnati since I was born,
Yeah.
and they don't have it. They
That
don't
is
have any
weird.
cognac at all
And I never hear people order it.
because they don't have it.
Yeah, well, I'm
Like-
just
and like,
I'm
there's no
corroborating what
reason
you're
for them
saying.
not to.
I'm corroborating what you're
you go
saying.
to this person's house, this person, they all have it at home. They drink it. So I changed what I drink out to Beam and Coke
because of that.
Because of that,
Wow.
everybody has Beam.
I mean, now that you say that, I never hear anybody because it's not. That's not a.
Just not something.
That's weird.
Wow, it's just an
It's
understanding.
pretty good
But they'll
though.
have Frangelico.
The hell is that?
Exactly.
I don't even know what that is.
They all
Frangelico.
have Frangelico.
That's weird.
You make an interesting case.
And what's that? That Knob Creek.
Oh, I've said
And-
that whiskey. Yeah, whiskey
It's
and
just
rum
all kind
seems
of
to
weird
be
stuff
everywhere.
that has dust on it that nobody ever orders.
But they
That's
have
true.
it.
I mean, Bacardi's pretty popular. That's always a given. But yeah, I'll have to look into that.
Yeah, at the
because
Validity.
I frequent bars.
That's curious.
Yeah,
If anybody knows a bartender,
yeah. If you yourself are a bartender,
Exactly.
what the f?
And I'm just saying, just normal, regular.
No, I
just
feel you.
Like walk in any
I don't
the
remember
places
seeing
that
it.
are. I'm not trying to be, but like if you go to a place where mostly black people go in, kind of a club type bar or
Yeah.
bar, they're
Yeah.
gonna have it.
Really
Huh.
They're gonna have it.
interesting.
interesting. Yeah. All right, I'll have to,
Definitely.
that'll be homework for me.
Yeah. Yeah, start
Austin,
walking around, Anthony.
time to start bar hopping. No, I'm just kidding. Homework.
Yeah. Can
Homework
I,
on the P Funk and Fro show.
can I have a water,
And
please?
if you're listening from out of Cincinnati, let us know in the P Funk and Fro Show Facebook group,
Yep.
which is what, Austin?
Facebook.com/group/pfunkinfro.
That I can't remember. So, thank you for listening. Thank you, Cal, for coming on. This was awesome.
Problem.
Good stories.
Nice to meet you, Cal.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
met you before, but we've never really talked that much.
Yeah.
Austin met Cal for the first time.
I got a new radio nickname. Thought of it while I was in the bathroom.
What is it?
KB, not a toy.
Oh, it can't be not a toy. Oh,
I'm down.
well, I am Anthony, aka Fro. This is KB, not a toy, aka Cal, and Austin Flume, aka P Funk. And we will catch you next time. Later.
You ain't old enough to know about no KB toys.
That's gonna be awesome. You ain't nothing. Stare at you.
You just stare at you blindly.
Well, they called him Anthrax because he took himself like super. He was like intense.
Was he like one of those British dudes that?
But I actually became really good friends with him. Like after this, not just because of this event, but
yeah.
Oh yeah, and I didn't even tell us on the podcast. He got nerve damage in his elbow when I did my weight slam back. He said he fell on it because he was really big into weightlifting, and he said he was pit. Like it was to the point where I was like, "Oh, is he gonna come after me for like medical bills?" Like he wasn't acting like that, but it sounded serious, and I was like, "Oh shit!"
Dear God.
He never did, but he said he couldn't bench for months because it would go like this because he just couldn't do it, but it was coming back.
So
how is he gonna go after you? He fucking put you in a damn chokehold.
I mean, that's true, but you
That's
never
true,
know.
Did
yeah.
anybody see?
But at
Did
that
anybody
point,
see?
oh yeah.
Well, there it is. I mean,
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah,
So, yeah,
like,
people
solid
could
from
it's not
corroborate
like
it.
you just grabbed his ass and
yeah, exactly. You
fuck your elbow,
with a hammer, just start hammering on it.
corporate elbow.
Shit,
yeah.
they're right. But you know, like I just didn't even want like someone to be like, "Hey, can you help pay for that?" Be like, actually, I'm not gonna do that."
Yeah.
But that was before we got really good friends. We actually, I think that was kind of a turning. It was more of like a respect type.
I can see
thing.
that. Well, I mean,
Like,
once
and
you
plus
lay
I
someone
wasn't, like-
out,
I mean, I got him choked out really quick, but I also didn't go around the store going, "I choked my." Like I paced around
see
the
that guy?
island.
I should be the security guard.
I'm a security guard now.
Right.
I paced around the island, but after that, I was just more like pumped for myself. So
Yeah.
he probably like I didn't like blast it around. I mean, people saw, but
What's your favorite story to tell people, Cal? You say you tell stories for like an hour.
I see. That's my thing. Like you know
You gotta
how
get started.
you can like recall stuff about yourself
Yeah.
because it's like so memorable.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I can't do that.
oh, like bring it up now. Like,
Yeah, you know, like in the interview and like, oh, tell us about yourself
yeah.
and what you're
You're
like.
well, I mean,
it comes out.
I
I
mean,
Well, you know, you a whole bunch of shit, but you just can't just like
recall it. Yeah.
think
on point.
of something
Yeah.
like it's just natural or normal that
I know
you
what
know
you
that's
mean.
how I am. I mean, you have
yeah.
to bring up the topic and
provoke it
I'll
at
be
you.
like,
That's
I'm
true.
kind of
like
like
that-
that shit for days, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm
yeah.
kind of like that too with my stories, I guess. So it's like
That's
if
what I mean
something's
with my
related,
stories. Yes,
yeah.
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
I just can't be like, oh, because normally I don't like telling shit over and over and over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
I don't like talking to people on the phone.
Yeah,
Cause I don't like. There's certain people I might tell them a story, and once I've told it a couple times, I'm done telling.
Done.
I don't want to hear it again.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
That's why I
I'm
couldn't
just-
be a comedian. I couldn't tell the same shit over and over and over,
I'm
and not
the
like it's
same.
funny.
Yep.
It
I'm
won't
the
be
same
funny
way.
to me anymore. I won't deliver it right.
Yeah.
I'm the exact opposite. Once I lock in a story, I love fucking telling it.
I
really
fucking
can every
hate
time.
hearing the same shit from people over and over.
Yeah, but I think I keep kind of a mental note, and then if I start a story and I'm like, "Have I told you this before?"
Yeah, you do.
You
Cliff-
might
Cliff
pick up
Notes
on
version
that
or
because
something.
I do not want to tell the same story. I fucking hate that.
Yeah.
Because usually I'll stop someone.
Yeah.
I've heard this or say I don't like that, and I
Yeah.
don't like doing that to people. So if I ever start telling you a story and you're like, just be like, "Oh yeah, I
Cut you
remember
off.
you telling me that."
Okay. Yeah.
But I love once I lock in. Basically, once I've noticed people actually enjoy the story, then I don't tweak it with like false
You
information.
just hone the way
I
that you
hone
tell
the
it.
actual story and like the crescendo of like a
I know what you
the
mean.
pop at the end,
Yeah.
or whatever it needs, you know.
Yes.
Completely.
Completely.
Meaning the style of telling.
Yeah.
really.